Me and my girlfriend had a habit of online chatting. We went on those video chat websites like Chat Roulette where people can comment but don't need to be shown on video. While we were talking, a new member showed up. Of course we didn't know his real name, but his internet name was the Laugh Out Loud Man. He showed up whenever we were online and we talked about stuff like the Libya riots, Hurricane Irene, etc. But all of that changed one day. Lindsay, my girlfriend, and I were talking about video games when all of a sudden, Laugh Out Loud Man showed up. We greeted him like we usually greet him, but he was acting a little off. He didn't talk during the whole chat until the end. This is where things got freaked up. Laugh Out Loud Man finally said, "Lindsay." He paused and waited for Lindsay to respond, "You laugh out loud, man?" before saying, "Look behind you." Oh. I looked at the screen as Lindsay turned to look behind her, then she screamed. A man in a black trench coat was standing in her doorway. I couldn't see his face because he was wearing a hat and the shadow was blocking it. He lunged at Lindsay, but she dodged out of the way. She turned to run, but he grabbed her hair and dragged her back to the computer. He pulled out a hunting knife and began stabbing. I was in shock and almost threw up. I could hear flesh being cut and screaming, even after blood landed on the webcam, obscuring the attack. 2 minutes the screaming stopped. I waited. Then the attacker wiped the blood off the webcam and I saw that he was wearing a hockey mask like from the Friday the 13th movies. The mask was all bloody and I could hear heavy breathing coming from the man behind the mask. He then said in a calm voice, "Bye-bye," before turning the camera off. I tried to talk to Laugh Out Loud Man, but he wasn't in the chat room. I guess he left after seeing the murder. I called the police and by the time they arrived at Lindsay's house she was dead. She had been stabbed in the chest and stomach about 25 times. The cops tried to find the killer but had no luck. I've been feeling a little depressed since the funeral and I'm trying to move on. I decided to go back to the chat room Lindsay and I used to go on just to try and find support. No one was there except for Laugh Out Loud Man. I then asked him a question, "Why not put yourself on camera?" He responded saying, "Why should I?" Then I said, "So we could talk." Laugh Out Loud Man said, "Okay." A webcam turned on and what I saw sacred me for life. It was the same guy who killed Lindsay. As soon as he came on, he greeted me by saying these words in the same calm voice as before, "Hello again, Cameron."